What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld. Right now, we're going to be talking about the Ultimate Legend Barry Sanders, and one of the ways that you guys can kind of utilize him if you want to is just to simply use your Power Up Pass. Now, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys some of the pros and the cons. Obviously, I don't like the fact that they didn't give him like that stock 99 speed when he's powered up. He only goes to a 98, right? So some of you guys are like, yo, you know what? He does get every team's chem, which is true. So EA is kind of going to jip him so that you guys have to have a theme team, because if you just get the base card, it stops at 96. So you would actually have a 98. So you technically need a theme team to get him the 99 speed because of the +3. I don't like that idea, but on next gen, which is what we're playing now, he's okay. But the power backs are still what you need in this game. Derrick Henry, Bo Jackson. I even lost to Willis McGahee today with tanked on him. You know what I'm saying? So certain things work, and it's a whole different game. So for those of you guys that have been on next gen and you've been understanding it, this is all new to me. Because like I said, this is my first week on next gen, but we're going to adapt, we're going to learn the game, and we're going to continue to do what we need to do. Now, as far as trying to get him powered up, like I said, because I already had him where he was, I'm just mixing and matching the power up, the 99 overall power up pass with he and Bo Jackson. Now, I will tell you this much, right? The change in direction that he gets, it actually makes him move side to side very, very well. The problem is, he's not going to really break a lot of tackles, and unfortunately with the way the game is, you kind of need that benefit. Like, you need to be able to just be an idiot. The guy I lost to was running goal line every single snap with tanked, and I believe he had bulldozer on, and he was just having his way with me. And it was just like, all right, I can't do nothing, because what you have to do when somebody has tanked, you have to set your tackling to conservative. So that way the CPU never goes after a hit stick and he breaks a big run. But he was still able to do other weird stuff because tanked is just so OP. The problem with these, these power backs, I mean like these elusive backs, they're not really, you're not really able to get that kind of situation. Like it's not gonna help you or benefit you in any kind of regard, because like Barry Sanders generally, he's not really a spin move guy because he's under 5'11". So you're not going to get that benefit of the spin move. But the reason that I'm saying that he's okay, if he gets a step on you, bye-bye. He's done. Bro, you ain't going to see him. Listen, he's gone. But, in the backfield and stuff like that, when guys get off the block, and they're tackling you and doing weird stuff, they're diving right at your legs. That's also something that's really bad with next gen that I'm starting to see. I'm starting to see a lot of different things. You can just dive once the ball is snapped. You can just dive, and it'll like carry you and propel you to the running back if it is a running play. It's really disgusting. But again, I'm learning it and adapting now, so that way it doesn't hurt me as much when we get to Madden 22 next gen, because it's going to play exactly the same. EA's going to do the same exact things. The patches are going to do the same exact things. For the most part, they're going to add, pretty much some new mechanics here and there, but it's going to be pretty much the same game that next gen currently is right now, right? So because I'm giving you guys all this information to let you guys understand what's going to happen, all of you should pretty much be at this point where you have at least one 99 overall power pass. Right now I have two. I have one on Warren Sapp, and I have one on Big Bad Bo Jizzle. So what we're going to do right now is I'm going to show you what I'm currently doing with Big Bad Bo Jizzle to kind of give you guys insight into what happens on next gen. Now remember, this is not for PS4 or Xbox One or whatever the previous gen of Xbox was. This is not for that. This is strictly, I repeat, strictly for next-gen gameplay on PS5 or Xbox X or S. That is it. There is literally no other way that this will work for you on current gen. All right? So now, when you look at tanked and you look at bulldozer, here's what happens, right? You play someone that doesn't understand what's going on, and they keep trying to hit stick, or they leave their settings unbalanced. What's going to happen is you're going to break off of every single hit stick. Every single one. It won't matter. You're going to break off every single one, and you're probably going to go for 6. Because one of the major things that you guys have issues with is the speed of the game. So because the speed of the game is so bad, once you break that tackle with the tanked ability, everything slows down around you, and it becomes extremely unrealistic. And then you just go for 6. Like, there's no natural movement. So that's why there's a lot of stuff like, we can go back and forth. For me, I don't rage as much with next gen, because although it has its flaws, it's not as bad as the current gen. So that's why I haven't been going as crazy. Because it's like, all right, certain things are going to work, certain things won't, but you kind of understand it, and it's a different basis, which is why I've been encouraging you guys to try it out. With tanked and bulldozer, on any power back, it doesn't matter who the back is, like Najee Harris, he goes crazy on next gen. Like that dude, psycho. Listen, I played against him several times. He's a nightmare. But again, Bo is just good because I already had him pretty much powered up, and I could just throw the 99 overall power pass on him, and then we're good to go. So everything else works out. So as far as the whole Barry situation, I would be very, very careful going that route. But like I told you guys before, I'm not really spending anything because it's all power passes that I'm using. So obviously I'm pretty much getting them for free. All right, now let's go take a look at the prices, because that's the next thing. Some of you guys are like, yeah, Gmi, is it worth the price, you know, to go out there, buy Barry, or get Bo? I gotta tell you something, bro. If you're not gonna go Bo Jackson, I would probably side with a majority of you guys. Most of you guys are gonna say Derrick Henry, and I agree with you guys. Because most of the people that I play have Derrick Henry. And he usually, bro, he's gonna truck me for 6. So at some point in the game, he's gonna break a tackle, and I'm talking about no abilities. I'm talking about strictly no abilities. He's gonna break a tackle and go straight for 6. Now, this guy's price will be like this for a little bit. It probably won't last too long, but again, the reason that I'm not saying he's trash, you really feel the speed on next gen. So as soon as he makes that move, the way he excels, because he's so undersized like a little Mighty Mouse, he goes crazy. But he's not gonna break those tackles. So now you're looking at 900K, right? Let's take a look at Bo and see what's going on with him. So Bo Jackson is, there he is, 425, right? So what would you rather spend right now? Because you got to remember, with the way that the way that he's going to move around, Bo is going to be a little bit more stiff because he's bulky. But if you're like flicking up on the truck stick, now he doesn't air truck, but he'll get an animation to break the tackle. So it's like kind of a give and take. This is my point though. Although he doesn't feel as elusive, he's going to break tackles and then go for 6, and you won't get away with a lot of the things that you can get away with Barry. Because Barry, they were just diving at me. And then you guys would tell me about that. Shout out to all you guys that was like giving me insight into next gen. I didn't know it was that bad. That is, dude, you can, once you know somebody's running the ball, you can literally just go in front of them and just hold dive. And they will just dive right through the person's body. It is absolutely insane. But again, depending on the play you have, because if you have a guy that gets tanked or you're running around with Derrick Henry, if you're air trucking, you can avoid those tackles. And that's what's so glitchy about it. That's why the power back, regardless of who the back is in this game, they're all useful. Like I said, I lost to Willis McGahee. You know what I'm saying, bro? It was absolutely disgusting. For everybody else that's wondering what's been going on, we are still labbing in Weekend League currently. I just want to give you guys an update with that. Right now, you know, we got 3 losses. We're holding our own for a little bit, but it's just like, dude, the game is wild as F, and we have to get used to it. This guy, I'm this guy's only loss that he got. I beat him during the first one that we were playing before. But yeah, it's a situation. I'm going to try to finish everything up, get through it, and see how it works out. But I would definitely go towards utilizing a power back. I would definitely do that, because if you don't, look, I'm promising you guys this. With the way that this game is playing right now, you're not going to have a lot of success, you know, with an elusive back. Unless you like to throw to the flat. Do you like to throw to the flat? Yes or no? It doesn't matter. I'm not going to judge you. You're part of the family. You're here watching the videos. Everything is good. This is our record on, you know, regular head-to-head with 26-6. So we're adapting to the game. We're understanding it. We're starting to see what works, what doesn't. But we're still right there with everyone else that's been playing the game since it was released in December. Obviously, you guys know here at GmiasWorld, we're going to adapt and get better. We're going to get good. That's pretty much what it is. If you guys want to throw to the flat, you may have a lot of success with Barry Sanders simply because once he gets it and makes one move and he's out to the races, you're not going to catch him on next gen. So if you're a flat demon, this works for you. If you're not a flat demon and you want to run power O and just truck everybody in your way, that is going to be the next best case scenario for you, is to go with either a Bo or a Derrick Henry. That's it. That's pretty much what it is. But just be very, very careful with the whole Bo Jackson situation, because it probably won't work out the way that you think. But if you do decide to do it, please do me this favor. Use a power-up pass just so that you don't spend anything too crazy, and just pretty much go from there. You can also completely avoid worrying about the running back situation by just saying, you know what, I'm not going to use Tank, I'm not going to use Bulldozer, and just get Derrick Henry. Because even without abilities, you can air truck, and you're going to break tackles. That's the best that you can do right now with next gen. Let me know if you have any other questions, and I will get right back to you. Thank you guys and girls so much for watching. Enjoy your 4th of July holiday weekend. I'm going to see you guys soon. One love, y'all.